So we are going to the next topic, that is Neo-Tectonics. We are going to discuss about the Neo-Tectonics, and where we are going to Neo-Tectonics. What is Neo-Tectonics? Its concept, and what are the different applications of Neo-Tectonics. So it was presented by Biswajit Swain of NIT Raipur. NIT Raipur. Biswajit Swain. Thanks for giving me the PPT. So let's continue. So these are the table: introduction, Neo-Tectonic, landforms and derivations. So first is introduction. Neo-Tectonics is the discipline of tectonics. It is a discipline of tectonics. It is the study of motion and deformation of Earth's crust, geological as well as geomorphological process which are current or recent in geological time. So Neo-Tectonics is a discipline, is a sub-discipline, subtopics of tectonics, and here we study about the motion and deformation of the Earth's crust, either be geological, that is tectonically related, or either be geomorphological, that's related to the weathering product, weathering erosions, geomorphological, okay, formed because of the actions of erosional agencies, weather agencies. Okay. The term is attributed to recent tectonic movement. Neo means, we all know that neo means new. Neo means new. So the term is from that neo. So it's a recent tectonic movement. The recent tectonic movement occurred in the upper part of tertiary Neogene and in the quaternary. The quaternary is basically very recent. So all the tectonic activity, all the deformational, all the changes occur in the earth's surface from Neogene itself, that is quaternary. Holocene time is taken origin taken here. Okay. Neo-Tectonics, also known as active tectonics or geological reset, as it is not finished stage in the Earth's continent. It is also known as active continent, means it is running until now. It is running today also. Okay, it is ongoing process, not stopped today. So next slide. So why we carry out Neo-Tectonic study? Why Neo-Tectonic study is important for us? So Neo-Tectonic study to identify the areas in which under stress are in the present tectonic setup. From the Neo-Tectonic study, we can judge, or we can identify the areas which are under pressure, under the present tectonic setup, which are under the stress or pressure, to work out geomorphic evolution of area. So this is the geomorphology. If tectonic evolution is appeared, how will it get changed in future? How will it get changed? So this can also be determined by the study of Neo-Tectonics. Neo-Tectonics is used for to date recent episodes. What will be the date from when it will when it was started, from when it was started? So we can get the information from Neo-Tectonics itself. Okay, wait, my banana are roasting. So to study his relationship, it's written that why would carry out what Neo-Tectonic studies is important for under stress, under the present tectonic to geomorphic evolution of an area, to date recent tectonic episodes, to establish relationship between tectonic and climate, seismic hazard zonation mapping, and civil construction also. civil construction. Seismic hazard zonation mapping and civil construction. Next, Neo-Tectonics is manifested in the form of the following. Neo-Tectonic activities is manifested: earthquake and associated strong ground motion. So these are the, you can say, criterias or the conditions for Neo-Tectonics to happen in a particular place. These are the conditions. Okay, earthquake and strong ground motion can cause Neo-Tectonics to happen. Surface faulting can cause, tsunami can cause, landslide can cause, liquefaction is some different word. Then we have the volcanic activity can cause, and landform evolution. Landform evolution means just tectonic. Okay, so what are the Neo-Tectonics? To identify the areas which are under stress in the present, for seismic hazard zonation mapping, for civil engineering. Then we have the, for date the present Neo-Tectonics, for carry out the geomorphic evolution, and to date Neo-Tectonics and climate. Okay, so what are the conditions for? So earthquake can cause, surface faulting can cause, then tsunami can cause. Okay, landslide can cause, volcanic evolution, volcanic activity can cause, and landform evolution can cause Neo-Tectonics to happen in a particular place. So important landform, what are the landform that are developed by Neo-Tectonics? River terrace. So river terrace is formed by Neo-Tectonics. It's a geomorphic feature. Because when, yes, it's flood, it's cut, then this flood, then cut, this flood, cut. This is like this. Okay, terrace means, terrace means steps. Terrace. This is a terrace. This is a terrace, like this. Terrace like. Okay, terrace. Then we have the fault scraps. These are fault scraps. Okay, these are fault scraps. Scrap means marks because of fault scraps. When river terraces are formed because of this Neo-Tectonics. Fault scrap, this is river terrace. Okay, this is fault scrap. When faulting is occur, the marks, these are fault scrap marks formed because of this Neo-Tectonics, means faulting, surface faulting. Entrenched meander, it's a meander. This is entrenched meander. Cut bank, it's cut. Okay, entrenched meandering, it's cut. It's a geomorphic feature because of the meandering when the river is very in youth stage. Then you have the incised valley. These are incised valleys. Okay, this up, this goes down, so it is a depressed area. So all the tributaries ultimately join here. Incised valley, all the tributaries joined here. This is incised valley. Again because of the faulting. Then we have the nick points. These are nick points. Sudden going sudden nick points, and because of these nick points, waterfall. These are nick points, sudden depression. Yes, this is a normal fault directly. This is a normal fault. It's a come down Okay, nick point. Then you have the sag ponds. This sag ponds is not given. I think this is the sag pond. Okay, sag pond. This is pull apart basin. Pull apart basin. The basin, this is pulling apart. The basin, this is created because of the strike slip faulting. Okay, so what are the landforms that can be formed because of neotectonic activity? So first is these river terraces can form, fault scraps, then incised meandering, then we have the sag ponds, then nick points, incised valley, pull apart basins. Okay, next these are all about the diagrams. So neotectonic derivations, it is the last, I think last slide. So Himalayan is found due to the collision. How neotectonics is come, how one can say that acha here neotectonics is happen, or how the neotectonic word is evolved. Okay, so Himalayan is found to be collision of two continental plates, Indian and Eurasian, in between the Tethys Sea. Indian and Eurasian, because of the collision, this is the Indian plate, this is the Eurasian. The Eurasian got up, okay, and it's going down. Both are continental plate. Both are continental plate. And in between there is a Tethys Sea. See, we know that the India come from the near the Madagascar, South Africa, and Eurasian is on its place. So this is a sea. It's sea. Yes. Okay. Then here the orogenic process is still ongoing, and active faults are widely distributed in different sectors. So we can say that since the orogenic process is still ongoing in Himalaya, and Himalaya is still rising its height, so we can say that neotectonism is prevailing until today also in the Himalayan region. This is the sign of recurrent tectonic activities of quaternary and Holocene period. So what is the period when the period of formation of Himalayan? It's between quaternary Holocene. It's quaternary Holocene, very recent. Yes. Yes. Neotectonism is recent quaternary. The tectonism which occur in the quaternary period and is still ongoing is known as neotectonism. Yes. The activity dislocation of old landform and creation of new one is neotectonism. The destruction of old one and creation of new one is neotectonism. The principal compressive stress field in the Himalayan orogeny formed as a result of collision. The principal stress found in Himalayan orogeny formed as a result of collision of Indian and Eurasian plate has changed north-south to northeast, southwest due to post-collisional because of the collision. See, the principal stress when the collision the collision was for the first time, its trending was north to east, not south, sorry, from the south direction the India was coming and hit the Eurasian plate, so its trending is north south. But because of the collision, because of post collisional, since it is a neotectonics and it is still ongoing, so its trend get changed from north south, it gets into northeast, slightly this side, rotate this side, northeast southwest, because of the post collision, after the collision the effects. So it's not post collision until now, since the collision is not stopped until today, it's ongoing, yes, we know. Then the quaternary and recent Neo-Tectonics have reactivated and transformed many thrust fall in high Himalaya into strike slip fault. The quaternary and recent Neo-Tectonism have reactive and transformed many thrust fall of high Himalaya into strike slip fault. The present quaternary and recent, so this don't know, quaternary and recent tectonics. The present day extension modified, not. So these are given by, so this is Indo-Gangetic plain, this is Sub-Himalaya, Lesser Himalaya, Higher Himalaya, and the Tethys Himalayan, the Tethys, which Eurasian plate, and steady area. So the Himalayan frontal fault, HFF, also referred as HFT, means Himalayan frontal thrust fault, I think, shows active faulting and associated uplift. The HFT represents a zone of active deformation between Sub-Himalaya and Indo-Gangetic plain. Demarcates the present day tectonic closing of Isthmus of Panama. So it's given American Seaway, the global example of Neo-Tectonics. The North America and South America are separated by a passage known as Central America Seaway. The North America, yes, this is the seaway. Okay, seaway. It allows the water of Atlantic to Pacific beneath the surface. Two plates and of Earth's crust slowly collide, with forcing the Pacific to slide under Caribbean plate. This collision gets formation underwater volcano forming the island. So these in the paleo time, means early, these are not joined. They are not joined, yes. But as the Pacific plate is going down under the Caribbean plate, because of this subduction, volcanic islands are evolving, where in between this South Africa and so this is North America and South America plate. This is going to join in future, because this will be joined by volcanic activities, because the Pacific plate is going under the Caribbean, and because of the subduction, volcano will come out, and this canal is known as Isthmus of Panama. It's very important. volcanic island. So it's given closing of Central America Seaway. The Central America Seaway is going to close. So this was all about neo-tectonism, its concept, its application. Okay.